What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Ben the Human Plays Hollywood Animal. Our trick worked! Well done, Bozo did the dub. Let's wait. That's not why I gasped. Carlos Stern, you have a long way to go. Who is it? I feel like we have a writer. We don't have a writer in here. I'm insane. Put this man in here. Carlos Stern, get to work. You know what? I feel like I had postponed putting anybody in the school because I wanted to put Carlos Stern in there. That's what I'm telling myself happened, and that's the reality of it. Dude, Bozo did the dub, did $1.6 million in the first week. Hell yeah. Well done, Willie Gill. 2.4? That looks like 3, but sure. You're an editor. I have a feeling that if I throw you right back in here, that's going to be great. Yeah, you're going to be back in there at least 2 more times, if not more. All right, look at these movies. They're going to make bank. Lady, you're lucky I'm still paying you to be in school. Comes to me asking for more money. We have $33,000 in cash. We have $17 million in the bank. The trick worked again. A tangle of snakes. Kind of undershot dramatically for a 5-star movie, which is really interesting. So yeah, basically 11 was too low. 8 was pretty spot on. And then 4 was too low. 2.5 was too low. So keep that in mind. I don't think we really have much we can run back for it. So 2.5 was too low. Maybe we just run it back with like 2,000. And then our theaters are a little bit available. So run it back for 2,000. And then 1,000. And I don't know, 750. Oops. What the heck? I undid my number lock. That never happens to me. I think that's okay. Call that good. Cost $70,000. How much does that cost? So $210,000 to run it back. Why was the cost 0? I feel like it should have cost $210,000. The March Through Mexico has made almost $3 million in profit. Still doing okay. Is running like 1,500 theaters. I don't have any theaters to rent. Maybe we just start, you know, like slowly tapering it off. I don't think we're going to be able to, you know what? I take it back. I don't think we're going to be able to make our money back on the addition. If we pushed advertising out again, I don't think it would work. So just call it a day. $3 million is great. We're above $20 million in the bank. Laying the Stone is about to come out. We have some spare writers here. Felix Hill, you need a present, my man. Get him some cigars. Fantastic. Double green. Now, one of my friends made a joke recently. Don't do that. One of my friends made a joke recently where it wasn't even an intentional joke. They tried to make a reference to the cutting floor and the chopping block at the same time. You know how when you talk about 2 different things and you accidentally jam them together, whether it's a word or a phrase? Well, my friend said the chopping floor, and now I'm obsessed with the idea of making a thriller called The Chopping Floor. Because I think it would be funny. And I think it would be like a comedy horror. And I think it's a great idea. Let's set it in the modern American town. I'm kind of picturing like vibes of like scary movie. So a working man murderer. And then they got like their wife. And then there's a parent involved. Like love interest parent. And then some of the themes. What are the themes in this movie? Generational conflict. Saving the beloved. We got one more thing. Okay, so we need a finale here. And then what's a funny way for this comedy thriller to end? Sweethearts stay together. Maybe that's what it is. Is there like romantic upheaval? Is that a thing? Saving the beloved, winning the beloved? Love interest, strict parent, working man, murderer, sweethearts stay together? Comedy thriller? It could be funny. Have at it, Felix. And then we have Cornelius just sitting over here doing nothing. So, do we have anything lying around that he could work on? Ooh! Oh, you know what? New idea that just popped into my head. We'll call it heroic. You guys have seen Brave, right? So it's an historical action movie set in Scotland with a red-headed archer lass, Arthurian legend, spirited young lady. The antagonist is a bear. I don't actually remember. Who's the bad guy in Brave? Is it just like a guy? I can't remember. I'm gonna call it tribal chief. Parent, strict parent involved for sure. It's their mother. There's generational conflict. There's a big battle scene. Two more themes. I feel like it was like they win and like there's newfound respect between the family members. Like kind of a struggle for a better life, and then the antagonist gets killed. Because this could be exciting. Good luck, Cornelius Lopez. Heroic. We don't have anything in the works right now, and our next film isn't coming out for a while, so now I think is a good time to throw Alien out there. Do we have anybody who's good at anything in particular? I guess cinematographers that doesn't really apply to. Soundstage. We only have one available. When's our like scouting office gonna be done? I feel like we've been researching that for like 6 or 7 episodes at this point. It's been a long time. All right, who's the producer? Tommy boy. I think we can give this to Alexander. Tommy is like reserved for our ace roles here. Oh, I should pay attention to who our director is though. So what do we got going on here? Spirited young lady with an evil monster, search for a killer, vivid violence. Runaway, winning the beloved. Rape is a theme that you're into? That's weird. Saving the beloved, winning the beloved, romance, thriller, detective. Doesn't really apply to any of these things. I'd still give it to Wallace Lowe here. Just because it's kind of in his wheelhouse as far as like score goes. Put Cecilia in there. The mentor, Philip. The sidekick is Earl. And we're out of actors. Astounding. All right, who's available? Hugh Barker, 44, and he's a superstar, but a xenophobe. Sheriff. Oh, I can't believe I don't have Sheriff as a protagonist yet. I feel like that's one we should have gotten a long time ago. I feel like this guy is worth shelling out for. An 8-star actor is pretty good. Kick up the offerings here. Give him an assistant, a housemaid, medical coverage. One of each of those things. $200,000. You better be worth it, man. Hugh Barker. All right, put him to work as the evil monster. Have you ever been an evil monster before? Never. I hope you enjoy a latex suit. With a head like a penis. All right. Aimed at the sheriff and I shot the mayor. But I shot the mayor. That would have been the perfect one to have a sheriff in it. Zoop zoop. All right, what do we got here? What are you? Historical adventure in a fantasy kingdom with a detective? This is not one of mine, for sure. Detective in a fantasy kingdom. He did it's gotta have a gun in it, right? The wolf. Maybe he thought he was a werewolf. I can see a story brewing, perhaps. After Tres Musketeros. A 5 stars. So let's learn. A 5-star movie worked well at 8,000 on the second week. We undershot with 11,000. So let's punch out all of our theaters, and then let's go for 13 maybe, since we undershot with 11. 4 was too little, so maybe we go 6. And then 5. And then call it a day. All right, advertising. Worst for men. Really? Huh. Okay. So, right. Let me consult my thing. So young adults. These are both for adults. So not that. Then, and school children? These 5? I think this is the way to go. Apply? That's a confusing one. Young men love it. Old men hate it. David Goodman, you are a reliable dude. Earl Ramirez, not so much. Apply. Confirm. Whatever. I'm gonna get kicked out at this point anyway. I can only do so much to toe the line. My art must flow. I'm gonna get kicked out for sure. It's been like 2 episodes since they started warning me, and already I'm gonna get kicked out. 1935? When did the code come into play? Like last year? Bozo did the dub, already has made $2.6 million. Dude! Week 2 was pretty much spot on. Little low on, or a little high on week 3. Same with week 4. So 7,600 of 5.5 should have been around 4 or so. So let's run it back with like 3,000 theaters, I think. Yeah, like 2,700, 2,000, and then 18, and then just call it 1,000 for at the end here. I think that's good. And then we'll run it back with just enough advertising. And hopefully we make $220,000. Laying the Stone. What are you about? Detective thriller in the countryside. Yeah, just kind of like your generic movie. I know I've said this tagline before. I almost typed "He always gets his man." I don't know why. Boy, oh boy. Kevin Sarver in Laying the Stone. Hard as balls. hard as a rock. Oh my god. Anyway, get this film out of here. Welcome back, Enrique. Oh my lord. B-. 1. Is that all you have to say? Hey, 3 stars from the Thrilling Crimes, man. I'll take it. The Bone Grinders a love 'em hate 'em publication. They either think my movie's the next greatest thing, or they think it's hot garbage. And you know, I can only do so much. All right, but we've been regularly making over $1 million with our films, regardless of score lately, so that's pretty good. Robot Cop. Hit me with that increase. It's good. That's real good, boys and girls. Nobody even knows what a robot is at this point in time. Hit me with that post-production. Give it to Rebecca. Give it to Lee. They've both maxed out at 6 stars. I am eager to see what happens when I get James Whack out there, because it's the one thing I've been waiting on for my upgrade to the boutique rating. 417 to Zuma's ready to rock and roll. What? Wow! Dude! It's so good! Amazing. Well done, squad. Alright, we give this one to Emma. And I guess we give this one to Lewis. Internal production squad. And take it away. And then James Whack is ready to rock and roll. Oh my god! Well done, team! I mean, it's got some amazing people in it, so I'm not super shocked that it improved that much. Give him the second unit. Give him Sherman Rakowski. Get him out there. Start filming. Martini is ready to go. That is not my film. I cannot take credit for that. Up to 5? You know, middle of the road. We can work with middle of the road stuff. Second unit. Ernest Fillenbaum. Hit it. 26 days to film that movie. That is a fast movie. Oh, wait, never mind. 94. I don't know where I read. It might have been part of the schedule was 26 days. Tangle of Snakes. What are you at? Okay, you're done. Tangle of Snakes has run its course. You made 200. I think you barely made your money back after the 4 weeks with 262 here. Send to the archives. Thank you. Should we buy some more theaters? We're above 20. You know what? Let's adjust our... Oh, dang. The independent theaters are being bought up like crazy. Let's adjust our thinking here and run at above $20 million. We can buy theaters again. What are we up to? Little more. One more. Okay. Oh, we actually have... All right. Keep going. We have $2.7 million that we can utilize here. One more. There we go. Buy that many theaters. I got 450 more screenings than I did before. Fantastic. I'm becoming the theater mogul. Sybil, well done. 4.1 is pretty good. Hold up. Check our actors. You're not actors. All right. Jane is a 6.3. You guys are all maxed out. I think we throw Enrique in there. Yeah. We just keep picking up the lowest score person and then just keep cycling back the other people in. So we've got 5 scripts in the works and we have 1 person finishing research. Danny Fletcher. You tool. Oh, what do we got? Detective Arthur. Oh yeah, we saw that one. Adventure cop? Comedy cop? Here you go, Danny. A comedy cop movie. Your time to shine. Write me Rush Hour 4. The Last Merry Fellow on Earth. That's an interesting title. How's it doing? Oh, something new. Congress has passed the Social Security Act. America now has a federal insurance system for seniors, low-income families, and people with disabilities. Arlo Frost offered his thoughts on the new law to a reporter at the City Lights newspaper. If you translate the law's confusing text into normal human language, it means that old people and lazy people can sit at home on the taxpayer's nickel. F you, Arlo. Tar and feather this man. Communists. I can't believe we have to deal with this in this day and age where people are like, let's defund Social Security. Bunch of idiots. It's 100 years later and we're still dealing with this idiocy. All right, Alien 6.4, not too bad. Get it rolling in production. Lee Igawa, second unit, ready to rock and roll. The Body of an Old Man is going to be our next film that we finish here. Hey, cool. Avenging Loved Ones. Well done, Wallace-Lowe. The trick has worked. Tres Musketeros. There's actually 4 of them. Release the film. Laying the Stone? Not too bad. Once again, undershot a little bit, but not too badly. Overshot dramatically on this final week. It dropped off pretty precipitously. So if it was 62% of 4,000, we should have been running at like 3 and probably even less now. Maybe we run it back for 2,000 theaters. Clear out the opposing theaters here, and it's like 2, 15, 1,000, you know, I don't know, 750. Call it a day. Especially when it's my own theaters. I feel like I can make $140,000 back pretty easily. Bozo did the dub. Running around 400 screenings at the end there. Made $470,000. I think we run it back just because we have some theaters. Do we have anything else that's going to be wrapping up? So Bozo did the dub. Tangle of Snakes is done. Chase Musketeers is coming out now. And this is going to be running concurrently with that. I think we just run it back with the theaters we have available. Because... Or... Wait a minute. I think Robot Cop is coming out soon. I think we just end distribution. Don't get cute with it. $3 million is pretty good. Yeah, Robot Cop comes out in 4 days. Johnny Payne! Thanks to the no Social Security law, we need to raise laborer wages by 20%. Minimum wage will increase from $120 to $144, though of course laws don't apply to illegal workers. Let them choke on their percentages. I'm sure we can find other ways to save money. It's time we think about the common man. Dude, put your money where your mouth is. I'm being a good person. You can't harangue me. I'm a good person. Damn you, the bone grinder. Unable to please. Ever. 1-star movies for the rest of time. Alright, Robot Cop is ready to rock and roll. Here we go. It did drop a little bit, but not too bad. Dude, look at this! This is an amazing poster. The man in the chair looking over Detroit? That's awesome. You guys remember what the tagline for Robot Cop was? More than a man? Is that correct? Did I just make that up? So let's see. 8,000 for a 5-star movie. So I think we would like to shoot for 10. We could shoot for 11 for a 7-star and then punch it up for, I don't know, 1,700? Is that crazy? Or 17,000? 18,000? I think we can do that. And then 11, and then maybe like 7. I guess it depends on if our people are going to do tricks or not. I wish I could do the tricks before I set up the theaters. Because the tricks do matter when it comes to the theater screenings dropping off. Without tricks, they drop off pretty dramatically. Irvine. Getting closer on our Irvine timing, but we're still able to make it work. Zoop. All right. No women like this movie. Adults? You two. This one, that one. Okay. Apply it. Hit me. Hit me with a trick. Rhodes, you coward. Jane! I knew I could count on one of you fools. Joseph Lynch? Ah! Alright. One trick it is. Cowards. Cowards, all of them. Count the mayor's achievements. I lost some influence or reputation. Honestly, that's fine. I have so much influence or reputation, and I'm not using it for anything. Tout the mayor's achievements. I need some way to get influence, and the parties are the only way to do so. I have to save up at least like 800 influence before I try to kick something off of the Alliance's code. All right, Trace Musketeros has made its money back. You guys are still working. I think I got a guy who just freed up. Oh no. Oh yeah, all of you are working. And then the other guy's in school. That's how it goes. That's how it do. Dude, we're back above $22 million. Jeez. The money prints itself at this point. All right, it dropped below 9, which is unfortunate because we don't get word of mouth then, but still doing pretty good. 417 to Zuma. I think it's this one. We don't want to overrun RoboCop. This is an even better movie than RoboCop. So I think... Good God. I think you gotta go for like 22,000. This might be presumptuous. But like 21,000 screenings in the first week? Follow it up with 17? And then 11? And then maybe 8? I think that's exciting. I hope... No, not Hesperia. I hope somebody's willing to do tricks for this movie because it's good. And so if we don't get tricks for this, might be a little devastating. I think we run it back with the same people. Boys like this film. You don't say. Well. Adult women bad. Would you want to add seven themes? I guess so. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Now that they've given me data, I don't know what to do with it all. Pizza trickster for sure. Anybody else? Hugh man. Vincenzo? Yes! Trace Musketeros, tricksers. Dude, I'm very psyched about that. That's great. That's the best movie we've made in a while, so good to see. James Wack is going to be the next big one that comes out in, a month or two. In the Body of an Old Man? It's like a Freaky Friday concept. Hey, that's a pretty good score increase, too. Happiness to the cast and crew. Helps dramatically. Give it to Rebecca. Hold on. You're done in 15 days. And this is probably going to take, 30. So I think what we do actually is we swap out the A team for our A- team here. Let them run with In the Body of an Old Man. And then let our best people run with James Wack here. Because we want that score to be as good as possible. Oh, damn! We just straight up learned horror. I always thought thriller and horror were kind of the same thing. Apparently not. That's cool. Neat. Now you all know you have to tell me your favorite horror movies. There's all sorts of wild horror movies. I guess Alien is kind of a horror movie rather than a thriller. Science fiction horror. What's that movie with Mark Wahlberg? Is it The Happening? M. Night Shyamalan? With the plants? And they're like, you're here to kill me. And he's like, no! The German government has curtailed the rights of the Jewish population. The law for the protection of German blood and German honor deprives Jews of citizenship and prohibits marriage between Germans and Jews. So the Nazis have started their purge. The German laws are a real godsend to Hollywood. The studio is planning to sign contracts with several famous German directors. Does that mean there are new people available? They got kicked out of Germany? The luckiest day of the year? A 2-star movie? We'll shelve that for a sec. Pause real quick. All right, Sam, you're Danny. We're Sam. Here, do some research. Now, check to see employee center. New people? What? Dude, they got a 9-star person who's just available. 42. Beverly, get in here. Where did you come from? Did you get kicked out of Germany? Come work for me. Dude, I'm snapping up all these people. Anybody who's an 8-star or better immediately gets hired. That is my promise to you as my audience. $200,000 is a pittance for a 9-star actress. Amazing. I'm tempted by Juana Harrison here, but we can't hire everybody. Screenwriters? All right, this is a 3-star guy. That's nothing. Simon Maxwell, Sam Kramer? Yes, please. It's time to ditch our old people. Get them out of here. All right, hire. Give them everything they ever asked for. Balance the books. This is why we made over $20 million, is to to be able to yeet it into the hiring process when the Germans kicked everybody out of their country, or sent them to concentration camps. But then they wouldn't be here to be hired. Come work for me. I am an equal opportunity employer. Oh my God! Ah! He's a 10-star man. Zlama Flynn. This guy is the most intense looking person I've seen in this game. All right, you and our other dude are gonna be best friends. Bobby? Oops. Extended. Oh, he's so expensive. Is well worth it. I'm definitely tempted to hire Dewey Sanders as well. And honestly, like Hubert Coleman, but there's just like I don't have enough money or people. All right, there's no good editors, which is kind of surprising. Leona Finkelstein, 5-star, and then Doris Flynn is a 5-star as well. But I feel like we already have people that are 5 stars. Like, let's take a look. Like 6, 7. You're a 5-star. You're going to be a 6-star. So I don't see bothering to go out and get people that are going to be a 5-star eventually. Cinematographer 7, 8. Okay, we could use more cinematographers because the best we have are like 8s and 7s. Our producers are pretty dang good. We have a 10, a 10, and an 8, and then a assorted 6s and 7s. And you're going to be an 8 as well. So I'm pretty pleased with that. 6, 9, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9. Yeah, our directors are pretty good. Screenwriters are what they are. Actors, we've got some good people in the works. Picked up some new people. So I think I could be persuaded to get a cinematographer or two. So before I forget, let's run over to gifts. Let's pump it up to 15 because we like chewed through our backlog of gifts really fast there. Although, like, hopefully you won't have to go on this like insane hiring spree. Because like it's not every day the Germans or the Nazis take over and like, cull their own population. Like they're a bunch of psychos. Not like they are. Where did we leave off? Editors? No. Cinematographers is what it was. Free. Where'd they all go? 7-star. Oh, I'm scrolled way down. I was like, where did they all go? All right, we have a 7-star who's unbiased. Okay, you know what? Let's grab Earl Norris here. He can join the ranks. And he's pretty cheap here, too. The last of our gifts there. For a 7-star guy, that's pretty cheap. And you know what? Yeah, editors are not really what I'm looking for. Composers, there's a 6-star guy. Another 5. I'm not sold on the composers here. But I think I will grab this 8-star producer. I keep clicking the middle mouse button. Or this 9-star producer here. There's just like 9 stars are rare. And he's already an 8.1. So I think I will grab this guy. Go ahead and balance the books here. And then we'll get rid of the people, the lower tier people. All right, we went crazy with the hiring there. I think it was worth it though. We're going to be able to push a lot of these movies even better than they have been lately. So if you guys enjoyed the episode, please click the like button. It helps me out a lot. If you want to see what's your problem, man? Oh, you're unhappy? We'll get you guys some stuff to make you happier. Don't worry about it. If you want to see more episodes of Hollywood Animal, please subscribe to the channel. That also helps me out a lot. But until next time, everybody, I hope you had a good one, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye, everybody!